here you can see the differential protection system for the zone protections. If the external fault will be applied at that time, the simple differential protection will be not operated, but we can know that the external fault will be arise at that time. The sum of the equipment will be internal zone will be affected. So if I apply the voltage balance differential protection, we can same principle apply to the current differential protection system. Only we can change the directions of the secondary side cities, and you can see the relay coil or the operating coil will be connected with the pilot wire. Then after we can see that the circulating current protections for the bus bar system. If I connected both the system bus bar is parallel, at that time what happens? The external fault will be occurs at that time, no any change in the internal circuits, but when the fault will be occurred in the internal circuit, at that time all the circuit breaker open with the parallel all feeders. So this one is the basic disadvantage. So remove this advantage, we can apply the two zones and using of the two cities. So this one is the basic structures for the protections of the bus bar with the two different protections. Here any one of the jam sections or the zone will be faulted, at that time no other zone will be affected and the live from the system. So this one is the circulating current protection system. Now, today's topic is earth leakage protection systems. Now start with this topic, we can learn about the what is the earth leakage and how to protect them. So basically we know that earth leakage means the ground leakage is the flow of current from the live conductor to the earth through the insulator. It means that electrical power system must be include the device to detect the ground leakage, current of even small magnitude, and to disconnect the power from the load circuit involved when the such leakage current are detected. It means that you can see the figures, we can easily explain them or understand them. This one is the AC circuit and this one is our basic diagram. If the fault will be occur in the any equipment, at that time we can touch these systems. At that time the fault will be passing through the our body and to the ground. In the similar way our body and to the ground, so that the heavy current passing through in our bodies here the fault will be heavy current passing through our body and the shock will be occurs in that time. So this one is called that the earth fault protections, earth fault systems. So we can easily say that the earth leakaging protections means that earth leakaging and the basic circuit directions will be changed from there on path. This is called the earth leakaging. In many times we can use earth in the industrial and the commercial appliances. So this one is the causes of the earth leakage protection system. You can see that the earth protection system is different human efforts. It means that sometimes if I measure the two operating points and at that time short will be arise, then after the pollutions, if I consider that the underground systems and the outer of the house, the animals that we cut the earth wire and earthing wire, and that time short will be occurs. Then after the sum is the mechanical faults and bad connections. So this one is the basic causes of earth leakages. Now the earth leakage protection system is usually involve the partial breakdown of winding insulations to the earth. It means that the resulting leakage current is considerably less than the short circuit current, and the earth fault protections may continue for the long time and cause the considerable damage before it utility develop into the short circuit and remove from the system. Now, under these circumstances, it is the profitable to employ the earth fault relay in order to ensure the disconnected of the earth fault protections. It means this one is the leakage protections in this stage. So basically we know that in our power system they have basically applied of the two phase loading systems is earth phase load and single phase load and three phase load. It means we can apply the earth leakage protection for the single phase load and the three phase load. So now discuss about the some leakage problems. In many times the failure of the insulations of the body of the appliances, and these appliances become live. So the body of the appliances is generally earthed and the leakage current flow through the metal body of the appliances to the earth in case of insulations failure. So this one is the one problem when the insulation failure is occurs. It means you can see the figures here. The one is the insulation failures. If the person touches the appliances, he may shock. So small leakage current cannot operate over current relay. Hence the special type of device is used to provide the earth leakage protections. And this is called the earth leakage relay or the current balance relay. Okay, when the earth fault or earth leakage is there, at that time short current will be passing through the systems. So this short current is not operate in our MCP. Generally we know that when the fault occurs in our systems and we can touch the body, at that time MCP will be tripped. But in these conditions the earth leakage system, this one is live with the body, and when the any body will be touched of this, the small short circuit current passing through the body, at that time shock will be of the human. But this one is the not compared to the short circuit current, so that the MCP will be not removed and we can get the shock. So we can make a one another leakage protections relay for these systems. So now for the earth leakage protections for the single phase load, now you can see the figures of the earth leakage protections for the single phase load. The system consists of current transformer surrounding the live and neutral wire with the E and B. You can see the E and B neutral wire and the live wires with the same number of turns, so that the third coil C, you can see that the third coil C called the pickup coil is also wound on the core, which is connected to the trip coil of the relay. Here the two windings, you can see that A and B are connected to the limb L, and N. L and N. L means live and N means the neutral of the device respectively. Now consider the coil A carries the current IL current while the coil B current is IN. Another condition in the conductor or the live conductor is same as the current is the neutral current conductor IN. It means that IF minus IN is 0. Hence the two fluxes produced by the current IL and IN cancel each other and the net MMF acting on the core is 0. Hence the no flux leakage with the resisting coil and the relay is inoperative. Now if I consider that the faulty conditions at that time, the fault current IF, now we can consider the faulty current IF flow through the earth conductors which leakage current. Thus the current IL is more than IN. At that time the infinite current will be passing. It means that IL current is more than IN. Amount of IF. So that we can see that IL line current is equal to neutral current plus fault current. So the difference of the current IL minus IN is called the residual current with the sensing coil. The MMF linking with the sensing coil is IF. Induced voltage is coil current. These energies create in the trip circuit breaker disconnecting the supply from the service or devices, so that in the simplest form here the two core will be connected from the one from the live and another from the neutral. When the normal conditions at that time, the another coil will be 0. At that time this IL and IN will be same, so that the cancel each other and the no any fault current will be occurs. Now if I consider that the fault current will be passing through the circuit, at that time we know that when the fault is occurs at that time infinite current passing through the system, so that the IL is more than neutral current, so that the coil C will be operating and this coil will be given to the signal of the circuit breaker and circuit breaker is open our system. So this one is the basic diagram of the earth leakage protection system for the single load connections. Now we can see the three-phase system. So here the three-phase system of the earth leakage protection systems, you can see the earth leakage protection for the three-phase systems. Under the normal operating conditions, the phasor sum of the line current is 0. It means that IR plus IY plus IB equal to 0. So thus the net flux is core in the core is 0. Due to this, the MMF linking with the pickup coil C is 0. We can see earlier this one is pickup current will be 0. When the leakage current flow in the complete path through the ground to the supply the nature, thus there is the MMF linking with the sensing coil proportional to the leakage current. It means that this current sensing coil is proportional to the leakage current. If I given the sensing coil IS is directly proportional to the fault current IF. We can here see the figures. We can say that the sensing current IS for the relay is directly proportional to the fault current. If the fault current is arise, the sensing current will be increased and the circuit will be open. So thus the voltage get induced in the pickup coil which energize the relay and the trip circuit. To avoid the maloperations due to the unbalance in the supply, the neutral is also treated through the core of the current transformer. So this one is, you can see the basic constructions of the earth leakage protection for the three-phase load. Here we can only put the one coil of the three-phase systems. We can sensing only the three-phase system. When the fault will be occur or the leakage will be occurs, at that time any one of the current or any one of the line will be highly energized and flow of the large current, and the deflections will be seen in the relay, and at that time relay is sensing this fault at the given to the circuit breaker, and circuit breaker is operating this protection system. So this one is the basic for the single phase system load and the three phase system load. So this one is the last topic of our third chapter, the differential protection system. So today we can see that what is the earth leakaging, how the earth leakaging affect the human bodies, causes of the earth leakaging, and in the single phase load and the three phase load, which one is the how to protect the single phase and three phase earth fault leakage system. So this one is also the basic of the earth leakage protection from the transformer. Here you can see that we know that our generation to the distribution systems have the different transformer, power transformer will be used. Here we can explain only one part, the secondary side and the primary side. If I consider that the primary side system, it means the generating side systems, we can put the cities of the three live wires, and these cities will also connected with the another secondary windings, and this winding is connected with the relay and trip coil. Here just 1 minute. So here we can use the protection system. If I consider that the Y phase have the fault, so that IR plus IY plus IB is not equal to 0, so that at that time CT will sense the current. Here the CT will sense the current, and this relay coil will be energized, and this energized relay will open the plunger upside. Plunger will be upside, and this contact will be close to the trip circuit. So and the trip circuit is connected with the circuit breaker, and the circuit breaker will be open. So this one is the basic trip circuit, how to operate the trip circuit in the single phase load and the three phase load systems. So today we learn about the basic voltage balance differential relay, and after the protection systems, what is the causes of the fault systems, earth leakage fault systems, and the single phase earth fault systems and three phase earth leakage protection systems. If any query regarding this topic, you can contact me, and any questions regarding this topic you can also send me the mail. My mail id and contact number is shown on your screen. Thank you.